it's from slab leaks and stuff, and you cut them pipes open, and you see all that build up inside the copper pipes, and you're like,
yeah.
I mean, it took me years to figure out. I just thought it was bad copper, to be honest with you, when I was younger.
Yeah.
But the more that we've learned and studied and been trained, the filtration system, it can actually clean them pipes to where they look almost brand new.
Yeah.
If you go to the right system.
Yes.
And so the biggest thing is what does it take to, so you call the plumber to your house because you have stinky water or hard, bad tasting water. What's the first thing a plumber's going to do?
I mean, really the first two things you're going to do is, one, probably look at the water heater. But the first thing you should do is a water test. I mean, you need to know what's coming out of those taps, what's going into that water heater, what's coming out of those fixtures.
And when in our company, and a lot of companies, most companies, they can do a chlorine test and check your chlorine and tell what the city's doing to alter the water.
Yes.
To make it where it doesn't kill you.
Which chlorine is important, keeps you safe, but at the same time, it's kind of like chemo. I mean, you need that chemo to keep something from killing you, but it's also bad for you.
Yeah, and I mean, these cities are cranking high levels.
And they are, because they are just having to push water further and further and further.
And we're getting more and more reclaimed water.
Yeah.
We're pumping reclaimed water back into our lakes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I live in Parker County, and they're even doing it in Lake Weatherford.
Yeah.
And so on the north end of the lake, this reclaimed water from the sewer treatment plant comes in, and they pump the water that you drink out of the south end of the lake. And that is not a very big lake.
Yeah.
And so the only way they defeat making sure nobody gets sick off that is pump chlorine in it and make it where it's, tolerable for your health. Well, chlorine does horrible things to your body.
Yeah.
And so these filtration systems, they can take a lot of that out and filter your water and make it clean. And that's why we recommend the Halo.
Yes.
This is the Halo sediment trap or sediment filter.
Yeah, we couldn't get the whole big one in here.
But that is a pre-filter.
This is your first line of defense.
Yeah. That catches any debris and dirt, and if they're working on the water line downstream and it busts and they come out and they fix the water line, that'll catch any of the dirt and stuff.
If you ever gone and taken your toilet tank off and you see, how did sand get in there? Mm-hmm. If you had one of these, that wouldn't have happened.
So after sediment filter, what would you be the next step?
Your next step, but then you'd go to the actual well, really. Depends on if you're on well or city. If you're on city, we can generally just look up the report.
Yeah.
And just pull a report, tell you what you need, move on from there. If you're on a well, we highly recommend you send it off, because then we're going to be able to figure out exactly what you need to make it the best water possible. Mm-hmm. But then next you're going to go to your actual filtration unit. This is just to get the big stuff out. Then you're going to go to your either Halo 2.0 or your Halo 5. And then they also make the Halo 5 with a softener if you've got super hard water. I actually installed the Halo 2.0 at my house. Thought it was going to be a hard sell on the wife. It was not. All she had to hear was hair, teeth, and nails getting absolutely gorgeous and beautiful just by living life in your house.